Okay, so in this video, I'm going to do a rendering of a drawing I did of a portrait of Maya Angelou. Okay, I pretty much like drew it out in pencil. You can see some of the guidelines are still there. And I'm thinking of using a stippling method this time. In the last video, I think I did it with scribbles, I'm not sure. But I had mentioned before that I'm going to be doing each portrait video with a different technique. I've used hatching before, I've used cross hatching before, I've used scribbles, and in this one I am going to do a stippling effect. So I think from here on I'll just try to experiment with different techniques each time. And this one is to show you how I'd render an entire portrait using just stipples. All right. So as you can see, that I outlined some of the spaces already, and just to get a basic feel for where things are right now. So I'm just going to go in, and now I'm going to start putting down like the guidelines and stuff like that. All right, and then we'll begin. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if you notice that I actually do the outline before I go in and start doing like the renderings from light to dark, and I start with really light values first and then I go deeper. And of course this could be developed even further, but this is just an example just to show you how you could develop a portrait in the same way. It really takes a lot of patience, and you have to be careful not to rush it, because the thing is, when you tend to rush it, what happens is the stipples or the dots start becoming marks and not dots. Okay, so you want to keep the pressure really even on the pen so that all the points are even as you develop them, and it will just naturally create that sense of line and structure and value. So, and also what I do is in the areas that are lighter, I just space out the dots a little bit more, and I keep them more dense in areas where I'm indicating a lot of shadow. And that just pretty much takes care of itself. Yep, that's pretty much it.